Watch the Karma set guide from the card above before this to get the full effect from this video. Here is the Karma set build that I used for this vid. This is the opponent's Lurk list. The name of the game is trying to prevent any lurker from hitting your nexus. Their damage skyrockets to absurd proportions as they get attacks through, where just 2 hits to face could kill you, even if you had control of the board earlier. They have overwhelm lurkers that tear through our chump blockers. Also, we cannot let any of their champions level up. So we are trying to prevent Rek'Sai from attacking when she can level. And we are trying to stop a good death from below from Pike, and any damage from him striking. Sett is not that good here, since they are likely to get death from below, and it is hard to trade up with lurkers with high attack. We are looking for cheap blockers and cheap removal that can deal with 2 or 3 health units, and Concussive Palm. Concussive Palm is a game-swinging card since it can stop some of their high-end overwhelm lurkers, while chump blocking lower-end lurkers. Especially when fighting Rek'Sai, since she goes away if she doesn't attack. So, we kick the set and place your bets and keep Aftershock and High Note. They kept the 2nd and 4th card from their opening hand. This round 1 hand looks pretty spicy. It is good to keep track of what cards could be a Pike spell, like the predicted draw next turn since Lurk went off on their attack. Going to play Pharaoh's Financier to use my unit mana before their attack, as well as develop a cheap blocker. It also has the upside of preventing Snapjaw Swarm from going through without using a spell. Assembly Line is the best pick to trade down lurkers, because draw is not needed right now, and Children of the Forest is one of the worst picks from Financier due to its situational nature.
If it's a people problem, I'm your man. Watch your toes.
That Aspiring Chronomancer was one of their kept cards. I would be taking 4 damage from their non-lurker units, and throwing away 1 mana if I didn't play a card this turn, but I really want to save my spells for lurkers. Later in the game, I can block those non-lurkers for value with units from Assembly Line or Sett. The waiting paid off, time to make this lurker deaf with my High Note. The next card that they will draw is a Rek'Sai. This is a great time to assemble some forge workers with Assembly Line. Even when you are control, go on the offense if you won't be punished for it. I want to trade the Sharkling with a Forge Worker, and apart from that they have bad trades on this attack. Hatchling is the other card that was kept in their opening hand.
See what I've learned?
For this block, I'm taking the value trade while shooting the Hatchling. Now that the Forge Worker traded and lived, I can send it under the incoming Snapjaw Swarm. They could have a Pike turned into death from below in their hand. 2 Snapjaw Swarms were used already, Their board is not threatening, and I have many ways to deal with their attack next turn. Time to pass and wait for their plays. Pretty funny that since I have no units, they cannot make my unit vulnerable and force it to fight the Forsaken Bakai. I can still react to this board pretty well, and if they play Rek'Sai, that we know is almost leveled and in their hand, I can hit her with a concussive palm real quick and jump block the hammerhead. And exactly that just happened. I don't need to look for a card with augmented clockling. And if I play Sett, they might use Death from Below on it for good value and mana efficiency. So I'm going with Smooth Mixologist to heal up, get a blocker and screw them over.
Coin buys drink or news. I've got both.
Based on the board state and the karma/set clock ticking, they basically have to play something and go for lethal soon. So the option here is pass, which also gives them less information on what my hand could have. Sett is not essential for me to win in a matchup like this where the opponent has card draw issues. So, I am going to play him to challenge down the Dawnbreaker, and finish them off with a cheap spell, when I can on my attack turn. Even if Death from Below goes off, I can kill Pike on the spot with Aftershock.
Something for your nerves, boss.
Nah, wouldn't want to miss a second of the action.
They took the bait, and they will feel the aftershock of their decision. Smooth Mixologist's 4 health makes her a good blocker for Dawnbreaker next turn. Starting off with another Mixologist to kill the caller on block. High Note needs one more card to activate its second effect, so Coin can do the job perfectly. I don't need to use Concussive Palm right now. Taking some damage is fine since they don't have direct damage apart from 1 damage from Blood in the Water. It would have been a better play to play Augmented Clockling earlier, to block the Forsaken Bakai, now that I have enough mana to focus on small units and they are running out of cards. I can play Augmented Clockling to search for Karma. Even though I didn't see her, banking on skip worked out perfectly. Plot armor never fails me. Nice. We got tag out to protect the Karma. But, I don't have any incredible plays with Karma, so I will start off with Augmented Clockling to look for place your bets or Sett. We found a second copy of him, second Karma and High Note. Sett provides the most immediate game bricking potential right now for them, but second Karma provides me with more cards through using Karma's Insight of Ages. Going for Insight of Ages to look for something to end with and get more cards, is probably better in retrospect, since they are not threatening me. Sett comes down to put an end to that Dawnbreaker, and the opponent gives in to our late game pressure.
It's good to be the boss.
Here are the main takeaways from this Vund review. Like and subscribe for more guides just like this. I will try to answer any Karma Sett question in the comments below. Check out my streams on Fridays at 7 EST or whenever I please. Shloop.
We keep